Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Mustafa, your go-to destination for unraveling the mysteries of cutting-edge technologies on Google Cloud. You know how we are always talking about the power of data, right? Well, today we are diving deep into Looker, which is Google's cloud game-changing data platform that is making analysis easier and more powerful than ever before. Think of Looker as your data superpower. It lets you analyze and visualize your data in real time, integrate insights from different sources, and build automated data-driven workflows. It is like having a magic wand for your business, creating value streams and making data a part of every decision you make. In this session, we are going to explore how to create visualization using the Looker Explore interface. Buckle up and get ready to unlock the power of Looker. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you can all experience all the data adventures as they come in. Let's jump right in. As usual, we'll start our lab. Click on Start Lab. After starting our lab, we'll also open Looker and here. So the next thing to do is to grab my password and my email and username. That's the email. This is my password. Then I can say this and this. And this is my Looker homepage. This is just how it looks like. And the next thing I'm going to do, following the instruction, we've done the setup and requirements for this lab. So this lab it's a quick start and it's pretty very simple. In subsequent lab, we would explore more complex visualization and how we can explore Looker. So the first task is to visualize our first measure. And to visualize our first measure, we are going to take a look at the data from the Federal Aviation Administration. So it has been connected to the Looker Explore page that would be on, and you'll be able to visualize the data from there. So the first thing to do is to go to our Explore. Under Explore, we have the FAA dataset here, and this is airports. So you can see that it's loading. And under airports, we have a bunch of information here. So following the instruction, we have to use the airport measures under the average elevation. Then we would run it. So let's do that. So under average elevation, selected average elevation, and we can click on run. So when you click on each measures or dimension here, it is translating it to a query. So you can see the query that is going to get run in the background by clicking on this one. And this is the query that is going to get run from the data set that is connected to. So it's running average on airports on elevations to compute the average elevation. And this is just we are interested in. So if you are familiar with SQL, you can be taking a look at the SQL that is going to get run here. So following the instruction, you can click on visualization here, and we are using a single value. So this is the single value. This is what we have here. And so we've done this part. We are here. So the next thing is to edit the style of our visuals a little bit. So let's do that. You can click on this here and you can pick a color of our choice. Just going to pick this color. Then I can have a title here. So did they did not ask us to specify any title, but you can just use this. I'm just going to use this title here for that. So just going to use a title override here, which is fine. And you can see that it comes up here under this. So we have this, and I can save out this. Then after that, I'm going to save this view. So save. I would save to an existing dashboard. So the name of my dashboard is still the previous name that I used before, average elevation. Then I'm going to click new dashboard here. So we will be prompted to enter a dashboard name. I'm just going to get the dashboard name they asked us to use here. So the dashboard name they asked us to use here is airport/flight. So I can get that here. And So just going to do it again. Click on new dashboard. Put the dashboard name here. And okay. Then save to dashboard. So we've saved this particular visual to the dashboard and taking a look at the instruction. That's just it. So we can see we've completed this task one. Like I mentioned, it's just a simple task, and that's it. So for task two, we want to visualize dimension and measures. So before we dive in, dimensions are just typically unique attributes that help you describe your data. So examples like location of the airport, the city, the elevation level. So unique attributes that helps you describe your data at dimensions. While measures are different from dimensions. So measures are sort of like computed values, or more often than not, you can call them quantitative metrics. So dimensions could sort of be like qualitative metrics, while measures are more of quantitative metrics. So let's just explore this. So in our local navigation menu, we go to explore again and click on airport. So from here, we are in, from here, we can just come back here, click explore. Let's go back to explore. Click on explore once again, click on airport back. And while we are on airport, we're just going to follow all the instructions. So under dimensions, we want to click on the facility type. So we have the facility type here. Under measures, we click on average elevation, we click on count. So what's the average elevation? Click on it again. Click on the count also here. And like I mentioned before, you can see the SQL code that is going to get on when you are doing this. So this is the SQL code. So choosing the facility type as airport.factor underscore type. That's how it's saved in the underlying data source. But we shouldn't really worry about this. But another thing you can also see is that as I change the row limit here, I'm going to change the row limit to 5. It should also get reflected here that the row limit has changed. I'm just going to go, you can see it's loading, and it has changed it to 5 here. So let's go back to the result. So anything you are doing is typically translating into a query, and the query is going to be run against the database or against the warehouse that houses the data. In this case, it could be BigQuery. So yeah, after that, we click on run. We are running this, and after running this, we have a whole lot of information. So you can explore different visualization types for this kind of data. So if you want it in a tabular format, if you want it in a columnar format, if you want it in a bar format, a scatter plot, but you would more often than not know the one that are ideal for the kind of so this is not compatible with a pie chart. This is also not compatible with a map because it does not have geographical endpoints. So the best thing to use is bar chart, and this lab also specified that we use the bar icon. So I'm just going to use the bar icon, and after using the bar icon, we'll just also um, go to the settings and do some things under the settings. So here we have the bar icon. It's an horizontal bar. So coming to this chair icon under values, so we can put the value labels. So you can see that we have figures that each of the bar is transcribing to. The other thing the lab asks us to specify is to do the top axis. So we are going to move um, airports under top axis, and let's see how this change. So this is airport. Everything is under bottom axis. Going to move airport to the top axis, and you can see how it translated our data. So I'm just going to reverse it once again so that you can see the difference that it made. I'm going to drop it to the bottom axis once again, and you can see this. So we are having the average elevation and the airport, but taking the airport to the top axis, you can see the kind of change that it gave the data. So all these are just there for you to explore. So the top axis is now airport. So the value of the airport, the scale for the airport is in the top, and the scale for the average elevation is downwards, and that's just what happened there. So the next thing we are going to do is after that. So we are currently here. Then we are going to have an axis of count on that way and configure axis. Bottom one, we are going to put count there. So call it count. Our axis name for here is going to call count. And the next thing we are going to do would also save this. So this is what we'll be using for the title of our visualization. I'm just going to grab that now. And we have this here. I think we are good. So we can click on this to leave here. And you can see that it has named our axis here count. So the next thing we can do now is to just save. So we'll be saving to an existing dashboard. So while we are saving to an existing dashboard, the name of this one will be, this is the name of what we are doing here, and we are saving it under the airport and flight. So we can save to this dashboard. So and you can see that what we've saved has been saved to our airport and flight dashboard. And let's see if we've completed this particular task also. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for this lab, and we are done with our lab. So you can see, congratulations that we've used Looker to visualize data using explores. So and explores are just data views created by Looker developers. So this is pretty much basic, and that's because we are just starting out. In subsequent lab, we'll do more interesting stuff with Looker. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, smash the like button, and turn on post notifications so that you can always be aware when I drop my next video. And you can follow us on our journey into Looker. Bye for now. See you in the next lab.